Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Oh, my God. Sis is a little out of breath, so give me a second. But, wow. This is a lot of people. I never expected to have this overwhelming amount of support, and I just want to thank everyone for coming out. This is amazing, and it truly means so, so much. I literally can hear my mom. Thank you. Like, anytime I even talked about this event, my mom started crying, and I can literally just, like, see her about to start bursting, you know. She's about to start crying. But what you guys don't actually know is that this event has been in the planning for, like, 4 months. I have been working on it in and out, nonstop, living and breathing Glamour Boys Fierce Force. And I want to welcome you all to my Fierce Force. Now that I have seen this all come together, I can't even, it's just so worth it already. So I just want to thank everyone once again. But my life really has always been so great. I was blessed with an amazing family, accepting, wonderful parents. Jason Morris, I love you so much. Thank you for being the dad that always supported me. And in 8th grade, when I told you I wanted to quit football and I didn't want to be the starting 10 end anymore, you said, cool, okay, we'll figure out what else you like. My amazing mom, who has had my back since day one, and she taught me so much about life, and I could never thank you guys enough. My sister, thank you for letting me play with your Barbies when I was a kid. Thank you for letting me do whatever I want, annoying you and your friends, because all I wanted to do was hang out with the girls. You know it. But as a little boy, I was just so confused, and I never understood why I felt so different from all the other boys in the school. Everyone was running around, let's play football, let's run around, you know. Let's go to the recess, and we're going to play dodgeball. No. Did not like dodgeball. I was more of a, like, roll down the hill type of guy. I don't know about you guys, but I literally was at recess. My parents would buy me a brand new pair of jeans, and I would run across and purposely skid the whole way across to put holes in my jeans because fashion. And when I would play basketball, I truly enjoyed it. When I played football, it was just so weird. It was like, I loved the attention that I got when I scored a touchdown, and I loved when I did something right, but it just felt like such a burden, and I never wanted to go to practice, and I never understood why. Why do I not enjoy this as much as every other boy? It just never made sense to me. When I was so young, I had so much creativity going all throughout my head, and I never, ever knew how to express it. I had so many childhood dreams of wanting to become a baker, but not only a baker, but a famous baker. I wanted my cakes to be known worldwide. Now that I'm older, don't love baking that much, so there's that. I wanted to be an artist, which I am now, I guess, and I've been owning my craft since I started about 2 years ago on June 2nd. And I also wanted to be a singer. I can't sing. The best I can do is like, oh, yeah, but like, that's it. Like, don't ask me to do anymore, you know. I even wanted to be a chef, but once again, not your normal chef. I wanted to be the famous chef that was in the middle of Paris and, you know, cooking my food, doing whatever. I wanted to be known for the restaurant I had. Unfortunately, none of these things ever worked out. But I was always attracted to the art of performing and seeing people create the visions they had. As a young kid, I was so in love with artists like Michael Jackson, self-explanatory, King of Pop, amazing, how can you not love him? I also was inspired by Kesha because she was just, back then, so edgy and nothing like we ever seen before in the industry, and that was something that I adored and loved so, so much. I also loved people like Nicki Minaj because she rapped her heart out every single time. And once again, she brought something to the industry that we never saw once before. And most importantly, my love, my soul, my heart, still one of my favorite people ever, Lady Gaga. I had every single shirt from Hot Topic, literally everyone. I was like, Mom, a new shirt drop, can we go get it, please? And then we go get it. And then I actually eventually threw them away, every single one, because I wanted to play football. That's what I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. But now that's one of my biggest regrets. But these artists, now that I look back at it, all kept me content for so many reasons. When I had all this creativity flowing and going through my head, I never knew how to express it. And watching people like Lady Gaga and watching her music videos, watching her perform, watching her do innovative things that the industry never has done before is always what I wanted to do. I always wanted to be innovative, start something new, and go for it right after it. And that's just how it was. She fueled my creativity still to this day. And I will never forget when she aired her Monster Ball tour on HBO, and at the time we didn't have the HBO channel. And I was like, Mom, we have to get the HBO channel so I can record it and watch it. And I would watch it every single day after school. I literally memorized all of the choreo. I knew everything. Oh, it was so amazing. It was just so good. So now, knowing what we know now, if you all would take a look through my Instagram, I think you'd understand what was going through my crazy head. I come up with some weird looks that are just so crazy to me. And looking at it now, I understand. I totally get it. And it wasn't until around 8th grade when I found out that I had a passion for makeup and fashion. I use the word fashion loosely because I don't know if you consider Pakistan joggers and pocket tees fashion, but I did because it was an upgrade from wearing Nike shorts, Nike sweatpants, and a Nike shirt. So I'll call it fashion, I guess. And it was around this time that I was forced to come to terms with who I was. And coming to terms with being gay is so hard as it is. And even with the amazing support system, my amazing loving family, not just my direct family, but my extended family, was just amazing. Nobody blinked an eye. Nobody thought anything of it. It was completely normal. And the reason it gets so hard is just when people are harassing you and forcing you to rush the process, forcing you to come out when you're not ready, forcing you to understand why you are the way you are before you're ready is when it gets so hard. This is something I've never really talked about publicly, and I've only really talked to closest friends and family about this. So I'm going to hold it together, but this is not even just about coming out. And we're here to have a good time, so I'm going to get through the sappy stuff. But since this is a reflection speech, I think it's important to touch upon it. 9th grade was the darkest, worst year of my life. I practically fell off the face of the earth, which was super weird and super strange because Tyron's always been a social butterfly. He's always loved to be around people, interact, and just have fun. And that year, just everything changed, and my brain was so foggy, and I never was able to understand why I felt the way I did. And this was before I even was 100% certain I was gay. I came out as bisexual to my mom first. I pull her up to my room, and I'm crying. I'm like, Mom, I think I'm bi. And she's like, okay. She's like, honey, what? Okay, I don't really care. And I was like, let me have my moment. Like, I want to cry. And she was just so whatever. And that really inspired me, one. But during my depression and the whole time, the only thing that kept me content was actually YouTube makeup tutorials, specifically a YouTuber named Tati Westbrook, known as Glam Life Guru. I don't know if any of you guys watch her, but she has the best, most amazing, soothing voice. She is just incredible. And I watched these videos, and I had such an admiration for it. I loved it. It was such an art form to me from the day I found out that makeup wasn't to make you feel pretty and that you could enjoy makeup to the point where it's an art to you. Like, that's all it was. And my parents and sister would go out go out to eat or something. They'd be like, do you want to come? And I'd be like, no, I have like homework to do. I would run into the bathroom, lock the door, play my mom's makeup, play my sister's makeup. And for those of you who don't know, my mom is white, way too pale for me. Not it. My sister, darker than me, also not it. And I also, at the time, didn't know you can mix foundations. What I know now. And the makeup was busted. But I was behind locked closed doors in my bathroom, and I felt so powerful and so fierce. And it was just something like I never felt before. Even with my muddy contour and my unblended eyeshadow, I looked in the mirror and I was like, what? Oh, who is she? I was like, oh my God. And I lived for it. I loved it, and it was everything. And then, after all of this, I discovered RuPaul's Drag Race. How the hell did I not know what RuPaul's Drag Race was? I mean, I knew drag queens existed. I knew that was a thing, but RuPaul's Drag Race? That show's amazing. It literally is so entertaining. What more could you ask for? Makeup, fashion, sewing, acting, catty gay people. They make great TV. Amazing TV. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's actually on tonight, but my show's more important tonight. Then, Christmas, my 10th grade year, after I finally came to terms with myself, and I was like, all right, sis, you're gay. It's fine. You don't have to sit in your room, cry, and ask why this was to you, why this happened to me, and why I was the one that was hit with this horrible personality trait. And that's how it felt. And even though I had so much support around me, when I was sitting there thinking, if you guys don't know, my Uncle B is gay, and he is such an inspiration to me, and his boyfriend Ash, they've always been so inspiring to me, and I've always looked up to them, but I didn't know why. And then subconsciously, I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And I then came to terms, and I was like, I love makeup. I'm going to do this. I don't know why I'm not allowed to do this. I don't care that I'm in a small town in the middle of central Pennsylvania, Hick City. I don't care. This thing, none of that matters to me. I'm going to do me, and I'm going to love myself. So I marched my way up to Ulta on Black Friday because I'm about to get a good sale. I get all my makeup, and then I see my parents' friends. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, I have like 3 eyeshadow palettes in my hand. So I like try to run away. I think Nicole and Mike are actually in the audience. Yes, there you are. And I was like, oh my God. And then I tried to run away. Didn't work. And then I said hi to them, and they acted like nothing was different. And I was like, damn, nothing is different. I'm buying makeup, and nobody cares. I brought the bag home, the Ulta bag home, my big old bag, because I had to buy a full face of makeup. I couldn't just do concealer and be out. I wanted to do intricate looks from the start. And I walk home with my Ulta bag, and my mom is like, ooh, did you get me instant gifts? And I was like, no, this is for me. And she was like, oh, okay. Confused at first, completely accepting. But obviously, when your son tells you he wants to start doing makeup, questions will go through your mind. Is he trans? Does he want to be a girl? Is he this, that? And that was honestly so many of the questions that I was scared of, because my whole life I was taunted with the question of, are you gay? You're definitely gay. Are you sure you like girls? And I'm like, yes, I love girls. They're so sexy. Woo! Boobs, so good. And then I got all this stuff, but even when I had all the makeup, I still didn't have the courage to put it on my face. I had it in my room, and I remember having it sit behind my mirror and just be there. And I never touched it. And I was like, why did I spend $50 on all this makeup? Because I barely shop at Sephora. I ain't got time to spend all that money on that. No. I am a person for drugstore makeup. If it's good and it's cheap, it's better. But I spent this money on this makeup, and I'm like, why am I not touching this? Why am I not using this? And it was around February, so 2 months after I bought it, 3 months, gays can't do math. I don't know. But, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. And I would do it in secret, and I'd like take pictures on my phone, and I'd be like, so I thought I was so cute. And I never posted it. I actually had a Finsta, which, if you don't know what a Finsta is, it's a fake Instagram that you only let like your close friends follow. And I posted to it, and I was like, should I turn this into a makeup page? And every single person said yes, and I already felt such a great amount of support. And so then, on June 2nd of my 10th grade year, I turned my Finsta into Glamboy Tea. And from there, it's been an uphill climb, and I've been working on my craftsmanship. I have been working on my art. I am actually attending beauty school next year to get licensed. And I mean, when I go afterwards, I have plans to go to the Fashion Institute of New York City, the second best fashion school in the country. But obviously, it's a year away. I haven't got accepted yet. But I plan on attending there after I get licensed and working in a salon. But specifically, I really want to learn how to style wigs, which this wig is like the first wig I have like really styled. So like, come on. What? I mean, like, it looks professional if I have to toot myself. But, ever? Thank you. One of the first wigs I actually styled was for DragCon, and it was a mess. Those of you who don't work with synthetic wigs, they tangle in seconds. And I could not get the knots out of this wig. My mom is like in my room, like we're about to leave for New York City, and like the next morning, she's like freaking out, like she's watching me cut the hair, and she's like, like scared I'm gonna mess it up, and I'm like, Mom, I'm fine, I promise you I can do this. Eventually, I did get it down to like a short, sleek bob, for those of you who remember my DragCon look. And speaking of DragCon, I do want to talk about this because this is such an amazing day of my life, and it was so validating. And I went to DragCon, and it was so good. I got to see so many different art forms of drag, makeup. I actually got to talk to so many people, and I met Miss Fame, who is a very famous, world-known makeup artist, and she actually just came out with her line, and I was like, I definitely want to buy a lipstick from that. So I went, and I got in her line, because it wasn't that long, because it was towards the end of the day, and I got in, and I was waiting there, and I was so nervous, because Season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race was the first season I ever watched, and she was the first queen to walk in, and she had this gorgeous, intergalactic, alien-inspired look, and I was like, oh my God, this is everything. And on my Instagram, I'm known for putting a little bit of an extraterrestrial twist to all my looks. And it definitely was subconsciously because of her. That's the first queen that I saw. And I'm in her line, I'm waiting, I'm so nervous, my heart's beating. At the end of the day, my makeup's like worn off, I don't look as cute as I did. And she looks at me, and she was like, oh, you look so good. And I was like, my favorite makeup artist, drag queen, just told me that I look good. Life's complete. So I get up to her and I tell her the whole spiel. I just told you, you were the first one I ever see, blah, blah, blah. And security's like about to pull me away because you can't spend long there. They have lines to get through. And she pulls me in. She grabs me by my hand and she asks me for my name. And since then, she's posted me to her Instagram twice. She actually follows me. And we... Thank you. We exchanged small DMs, nothing serious, but the fact that I know someone I looked up to for so long and knows who I am is just so amazing. And to see this event come together, and I've actually tried to plan a fashion show before and it fell through, and I'm so happy it did, because where my art and craft is now, I know that I just am going to do it so much better this time, and I cannot wait for you guys to explore my forest. I will be back on stage, so now you guys can enjoy Roxanne, the owner of Mad Lion Gallery, who helped bring this whole show together, and we will be pulling the raffle tickets, seeing who's going to win the basket, and I'll be back, guys. Thank you.